All right, everyone, welcome to this video. We're doing another Juno's joint. That's that's always wonderful. Y'all really like these. I don't really know why. It's mainly just commentary, but apparently y'all really like these. Yeah, so we're here with OllieSMH. He's a part of Team Andromeda. If you have no idea who Team Andromeda is, make sure you go check them out below in the description. I'm a part of that team. Yeah. Just make sure to check them out, and also make sure to go follow Ollie on YouTube and Twitch. It would mean a lot to us. Yeah, that's basically everything I wanted to say for the intro here. We're gonna go ahead and get in a call with Ollie, and we're gonna ask y'all's questions. Now, if you would like to have your question answered, make sure to go to the Discord and go to the video questions channel and ask your question there, unless you want to remain anonymous. If you want to remain anonymous and ask a question that's kind of serious or whatever, or if you don't want your name being mentioned, make sure the easiest way to do that is just to email me. So then I won't, there'll be full anonymity. I won't know who you are. It's just, there'll be an email that I see. Yeah, you can use that with the link in the description, or you can just kind of type in the email that's on the screen right now. Yeah, so let's hop into this and we'll answer some of y'all's questions. So first question here is, what is the moment that scared you the most in your life, or what's been the scariest moment of your life?
I don't know. There's one time I was trick or treating, right, with my
Uh-huh.
friends, and there was this guy that was kind of like, you know, hitting like catcalling the girls that we were with,
Oh dear
and this
God.
was in like 10th grade or something,
Oh
right?
no.
And the guys catcalling them were in like 12th grade or something. I didn't know who they were, but I stood up to them. I was like, "Yo, don't do that." But they were in a truck, a big truck,
Oh
you
no.
know,
Oh
on
no.
Halloween. Um, so what they did was we dropped the girls off at their house and we went out. Um, and these guys were still there in the truck, kind of driving around, looking for us, I guess. Um, and they like accelerated down the road as I was crossing the road, and me being me, instead of running out of the way, I just slowly walked across the road as they were getting up to speed. And I think they probably passed me at like 70 or 80 kilometers an hour, so just under 60 miles.
Oh
Um,
dear God.
and the tire of the truck scraped the back of my heel,
Oh.
and the mirror hit me in the back of the head. So I was like half a foot maybe from being just domed by this truck going almost 60 miles an hour.
just just
Um,
gone.
yeah, and that's probably like the scare, because as soon as it happened, I was like, adrenaline pumping. I was like, he almost hit me with his truck. And then after, I was like, terrified because it could have killed me if I was like a foot slower, if he'd turned towards me. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's you would not be the same Ollie that we know today. The moment that scared me the most was also kind of on Halloween. So one of my dad's friends, we went over to their house for like all of my friends and all of my dad's kids' friends. We all kind of went together on Halloween, and we'd go to their house, do some like activities beforehand, and then we'd go trick or treating. But every single year they set up this like garage haunted house. It was like a homemade haunted house. And every single year I was pretty much too scared to go in, so I never went in. But on the final year that we did this, I decided, you know what? I'm confident enough to go through this. So I did. Um but the closer the time came to actually going into it, the more terrified I became, as we know, because I can't even play horror games. I think that's been a defined thing by now, is that I can't even play horror games because I'm just too scared to play them.
Let's play
Um,
fast
so
together. I mean, what?
yeah, you see, it didn't go too well last time I played the game.
I
um,
believe it.
I remember finally going in and running through the entire thing. Like I literally just sprinted through it, and there's literally only like one jump scare where someone was like in a costume and they just kind of like jumped out. But like I even saw it beforehand because I went in after some people. So like they got the first like group of kids that went in, and then I saw that, but I still decided to run through the entire thing. And so I was in and out within like 20 or 30 seconds. And I didn't get the full experience, but all I know is that my adrenaline was pumping and I was terrified the entire time going through that thing.
Oh
Um
man.
there's been some other scary times, but this is like the one that I recall the most. Yeah, that was definitely traumatizing for me. Even though now, even to this day, though, I like there's this one haunted house called Cutting Edge, which has the world record for being the largest haunted house. And the last four, I didn't go this year because of my medical stuff, but the last 4 years before 2020, me and my brother and some friends, we would always go there because they change it up every single year. That's never, I've always been fine with haunted houses. I just can't do video games for some reason. They're just, I can't predict video games gonna doing their thing.
Video games are too immersive now, aren't they? It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. All right, next question here. What is the most embarrassing moment that you remember?
I don't really get embarrassed, honestly.
Ooh.
Like, I make YouTube videos and I stream. Don't tell my viewers I'm not taking a hiatus. I just got lazy. I don't know. It's really weird, but there's this one time I was at like a CPU, which is uh, Canada Pizza, whatever, unlimited, ultimate. I don't know what it's called. We just call it CPU. And there's like they have pizza and chicken and stuff. And I threw up outside of the front door. Like I got sick when we were in there, and I just puked everywhere,
Oh no.
all over the front. And there was a woman in the car right next to me. I was like, how old was I? I was like 8 or something when this happened, right?
Oh
And
god.
this woman just like she looks over at me and she's pulling out baby wipes from like the middle of her drawer, and she gives me from the middle of her car and like gives me baby wipes. And I swear it was the most embarrassing thing ever that this random woman just watched me projectile vomit all over the front step of this like chicken pizza place and then gave me baby wipes. That's probably the most embarrassed I've ever felt.
Oh.
And I've done some really embarrassing things,
Oh
like
yeah.
probably way more embarrassing than that, but that's the moment
Yeah.
that I remember being
You
the most
see,
embarrassed.
this one that I'm about to say, it's still just like, it still just makes me cringe so much, even though it's an elementary school and
Oh,
I didn't know better. But basically, the most embarrassing thing that I remember right now would have to be the moment in elementary school where there's this one girl who we'll call Sophie. It's not a real name, by the way. We're just gonna call her Sophie.
Sophie.
Yeah, and there's a lot of embarrassing moments back in elementary school, obviously, because
Oh,
we
of
didn't know
course.
better. But so back then I was low-key kind of like quote unquote popular in my class, which
Ooh, popular
which
boy.
yeah, it doesn't really mean a whole lot. But
In first grade.
so basically I talked to quite a bit of people. I think this is in like second or third grade. Uh, but basically, if you talk to a lot of people, the hierarchy in elementary school is basically you're now popular, you're now a cool kid since you talk to a lot of people, which for some reason that's why it works. Anyways, I sat next to this girl named Sophie, and I remember one day just hugging her arm because it felt nice. And the next day, a rumor started that I liked Sophie, and then she, as well as some others, would taunt me about this. And I remember being so embarrassed by that because, once again, these types of things were embarrassing back in elementary school. Whenever you were like, "Oh, this guy likes her," or "You like them," it's like one of those embarrassing things that, like, I don't know. I just remember this being like a whole week thing that people would just taunt me about this, and yeah, it was like not the best thing I've had to experience. But it is what it is. What is your favorite game? This guy also calls us an epic gamers. Just want to point that out. So, this guy is kind of cool.
Epic.
Yeah.
Epic gamers?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
I feel more like a fantastic gamer, not really epic, but
Ooh.
we'll roll with it.
Okay.
That was my attempt at humor, by the way.
Yes.
Twitch.tv/OllieSMH live.
Oh
What?
yeah,
I'm
his
just
link will be in the
kidding.
description, boys. First link in the description.
Oh
Make sure to
yeah.
click on it. Follow this man.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I've got a lot of favorite games depending on the genre. I mean, I kind of have to say Minecraft, right?
Ooh. I mean, that is
If
kind of like your main, or it was your main game on Twitch for a little bit.
yeah, I've been playing it since like 2009, back in the alpha updates. I was one of the first people who had the game, so
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
I remember being like when it first came out on mobile, and just it was only creative mode, and there's only like wool, a few types of wood like blocks, and then cobblestone.
Oh man, classic Minecraft was a thing of beauty.
Yes,
I
it
mean, I
is.
like the game now, but it was golden back then too.
Oh
I
yeah.
really enjoyed it.
And then there was like a free version back then where it was literally the same exact thing as on mobile, but on PC, and you'd have like the world generation, and you just
Oh
would
man.
have literally nothing but like just a few blocks. I remember just begging my parents to buy me the game, but they would only let me do the
Oh
free trial for a little bit.
yeah, I remember we paid like how much was it? It was
It's
like
like,
$5 or $10 for Minecraft, not the Pocket Edition, but just for the Java Edition back in the day.
oh, for me it was like 26. It was like,
Really?
yeah, it was like
Oh man.
$26 for me whenever I've actually got the game. It was like $26. I got it for my birthday.
Jeez.
Yeah,
No,
it
I
was,
mean
it was something.
Roblox was a classic too. I played
Oh yeah.
that all the time in like 2011. We used to play Build to Survive the Zombies.
Yes. Yes, of
Oh,
course.
that was my game. I
You,
loved that.
you
Or
are
Jet
now
Wars
hitting
Advanced.
hard to the Roblox viewership. Congrats.
Hello, Roblox viewers. I played Jet Wars.
Oh
uh,
man.
yeah, I don't know. I used to like all the tycoons as well on Roblox. They're pretty chill.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Um, but if we're talking games I've put the most time into, I mean, it's got to be FIFA, right? I think
FIFA. Ooh,
every year I probably put about 1,000 hours
Jesus.
into the games. I think I put 1,000 hours into FIFA 21.
See, like
So,
on the topic of like sports games, pretty much, I get NBA 2K pretty much every single year, and each year I'm always
oh,
like, I'm not buying this next year, and I always end up buying
I
it.
know, I know.
And
It's like FIFA's stupid. Why do I keep buying
yeah,
it? But I do.
and I play it for probably like 24 30 hours, and then I just never play it again. Like I'll play it for like 2 weeks consistently, and then I just never touch the game again. Like I want to play it, but like I just don't have any time to actually play it. Like I said, I kind of already answered this in a different episode of Juno's Joint. But since you called me an epic gamer, person that your name will be on the screen before I even read this out. I'll give you a different answer to this question from my previous episode. But I would say like my favorite game as of right now would have to be Arsenal, Funky Friday, or Osu, as those are literally the only games I play at this point in time, mainly because I do not have time in my day to have free time to go explore other games. I mainly play these games to get better at them, or for a recording session / stream session. Uh, those are why those are like my favorite games at this time. I'm not doing overall. I'm just doing current, just because I answered my overall favorite in another episode. But yeah, I would just have to say those are my favorites just because I play Osu to try and get better at Funky Friday so I can get better recordings out of it. So it's either training or I'm recording. That's basically why I like these games. Yeah, so now there's also a sub question to this main question here. Are there any
Ooh.
games you are interested in that are coming up?
Oh, kind of. I'm I'm really, really looking forward to Brilliant Diamond, the Pokemon
Oh yeah,
Gen 4
yeah.
remake.
The only reason I know that's
Um,
because I was watching XQC stream yesterday.
yeah, I mean I love Pokemon. First game I ever played. I grew up on Gen 4 as well, watching the anime. So for them to remake the game that I grew up on is freaking awesome. So
See, I was never also to extend on your point of Pokemon, I was never allowed to play Pokemon as a child because of
what?
religious reasons. My parents or my,
Oh
my mom
man,
was she's very big into Christianity, and she's like, "Oh, they believe in other gods." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And so the one Pokemon I at the book fair at my school, I bought a Pokemon book. And my mom saw it and she threw it away the day I come home with it. I spent my hard-earned $10 of savings that year on that book, and it just got thrown away. And so I never had a childhood of Pokemon or Harry Potter because they had like beliefs that were not,
witches.
yeah, it was kind of weird. But to answer this question, there's not really any games I'm like too excited for that are coming up because I'm not really too involved uh in games that are coming up. Basically, I'm not too involved in the gaming industry outside of uh, Roblox, which is kind of a weird sentence to say. But the only game that I could say I'm interested in would be Call of Duty Vanguard, even though it's already out. As I used to be an avid player of COD before I started streaming, that's literally what I did for like 8 to 12 hours a day because I had surgery, so I couldn't walk anywhere. I had to stay at my house the entire day, so I just played literally Modern Warfare, all through January and February. I played that for 8 to 12 hours a day. I know the game is already out, like I said, but I'm already out of the loop with the games that are new, so I have no idea what's coming out. And to me, it seems like a lot of games these days are all kind of like the same thing but a different setting. Like not obviously all the games, but like a lot of the games that are like story based, they all seem kind of like the same like repetition but in different settings. I could be very wrong, but that's just what I get from the every single like teaser trailer that I see. They all just look like the same exact thing. They don't look different besides just a different setting. But maybe like the new Animal Crossing update though, as well, is something that I'm looking forward to, even though again it's already out, but I haven't checked it out yet because I've really had no time. That's basically the only thing I can really say in terms of that, because I generally don't know any games that are coming out. Besides now I know Pokemon because of Ollie and XQC, but
Yeah.
I never played Pokemon, so I don't know anything about it. Yeah.
They believe in different gods. That's
Yes.
all we know.
Yeah. That apparently they do. But my
They don't
obviously,
actually, but
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Obviously, my parents don't care now. I mean, my dad never cared, but my mom obviously doesn't care because now I'm a 20-year-old, living my own life.
You're
Kind
older
of.
than me.
Oh.
Cry.
Okay. Thanks for reminding me. I appreciate it. Okay.
Not that much.
And the final question we have for you is, do you think that this one user that is not going to be named here, do you think they should have the role that they want removed to actually be removed since they boosted the server 3 times? The correct answer here is no, but I just want to hear your answer.
They boosted the server 3 times
Yes.
and they're trying to get a role removed.
Yes. So they have a role that they want it removed from them because they boosted my Discord server 3 times.
Who else is boosted? How many other boosts have you got on your server? Are they the only one boosting it?
No, I have a total of 5 boosts. So there's 2 other people. So they have the majority of boosts.
They're not getting their role removed.
You see, now your name will be exposed because I know you don't care, but Maddie, your role stays on. It's not getting taken off, Maddie. That sucks, man. You're stuck with that role forever.
Everybody.
Man's boosted the server 3 times to try and get his role removed, and it's minus however much money that is in terms of 3 boosts. I don't know. I don't understand how Discord works.
I don't know. I don't have Nitro. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I have Nitro and I don't know. So yeah, minus 3 boosts there. Yeah, and my response to this is I definitely do not think that you should have it removed, Maddie. However, okay, that was a very bad sentence structure there. I'm gonna repeat this. I definitely do not think they should have it removed. I think they have proven themselves guilty enough to acquire and keep this role. However, they have been a very active user on all of my socials and are supporting me through boosting. So this might make me change my mind a bit. But now that Ollie has proven his innocence here, or has what is it when with the jury? What do they call that? The verdict has his verdict. Yeah. I think you're still guilty and you still deserve the role that you have. But I'm really stuck on this right now. But if they made it this far into the video and they know who they are, aka Maddie, they need to DM me the word pug just by itself and nothing else in the message to get it permanently removed until further notice. So this is a test of actual viewer retention, yes, and support. This is the real test right here. Anyways,
if you made it this far, comment hello Ollie in the comments section
also do that
below.
Hello Ollie, and then he will make sure to heart every single one of your comments, even though he can't do that because it's not his YouTube channel.
I'll reply to all of them. I'll be there.
Okay. But anyways, that is all the questions we have for today. Thank you, Ollie, for being here. I really do appreciate it, and I'm sure all the viewers here appreciate you showing your presence here. Yes, of course. Oh dear God.
Subscribe to Juno.
Yes.
Hit the subscribe button.
Perfect. We're getting close to 2K. We just reached 1900 today, and then 300 on my shorts channel. So we're getting somewhere.
That's awesome.
Cool. Yeah, man.
I'm almost at 200. Let's go.
Let's go. Hey, man.
Big man.
That's just how YouTube works. It is what it
Oh
is,
yeah.
man. But yeah, if you guys did like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. As Ollie said, it'd mean a lot to me. It helps me get out to new viewer audiences. Yeah, make sure to comment what else you want to see or who else you want to see on the Juno's joint. And I've already told you guys how to ask a question. Make sure to go into my Discord, which will be linked in the description. Click on the video questions, ask your question there, or you can email me with the email on screen if you want to be anonymous. Yeah, that is everything. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.